Washington -3.5 at USC.
Yeah, another road favorite.
These teams have not played since 2019.
It's crazy.
It's wild. I didn't believe it when I saw it. I checked a couple sources, but they haven't played in 4 years. And obviously a lot's changed since then. In terms of the standings, just in terms of the standings, the raw standings, these are the top two teams in the Pac-12 because USC's 5-1 in the conference, Oregon's 4-1, so they've got a game on them there, and Washington obviously 5-0. The narrative on USC is interesting because it is centered mostly around the Trojan defense, around Lincoln Riley maybe going to the NFL, or I don't know, just in general kind of being a weenie about the media.
Wow.
Well, it's true. He has.
No, it's good use of weenie.
Thank you.
Continue.
But this is still a 7-2 team. They've got a great offense. They can cause problems. They can still win the conference. On the flip side, 2-7 against the spread, which is 129th in the country. They're only better in that respect than Temple, Illinois, and Vandy. So let me start here. This isn't a betting show per se. The over
Certainly not when you're talking.
Certainly not when I'm talking. Yeah. Very true. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
The over-under at time of recording is 76.5. If you are betting over-under, which one are you picking?
So 76.5 with a 3.5 point Washington line. So it's like a 40 to 37-ish type prediction from our friends in the desert. I would take the over in this one.
Yeah.
I think I like taking the exciting points here in what should be, with Washington being outgained these past 3 weeks, I believe, and losing the turnover battle, with USC looking very complete on offense and fully not present on defense. Here's the interesting thing to me, because I'm taking USC to win this game outright at home.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'm taking USC because I think it's a nice confluence of Washington coming in as the favorite and looking pretty, not bulletproof because of the way that they've played, but explosive on offense and coming away with wins. Winning is a skill in Washington. Even when they're down, they win, and that's a big deal. And USC has been sort of a joke because of the high-profile nature of Lincoln Riley and the high-profile nature of giving up what they've given up to Notre Dame, to Utah, to Cal last week, right? The defense is leaky. I'm taking USC because Washington very specifically plays a brand of offense where they have these great receivers and they're sending them deep that I think USC is not going to handle, but I think they can handle it better than the team that is going to go straight at them on the ground, like Utah, like Notre Dame. USC is not built to stop that type of offense, and I think Washington offensively is a little bit too stubborn to say, what if we just ran the ball 40 times straight at USC? I just, that offense, that pseudo air raid type system that Ryan Grubb and Washington run with Michael Penix, I think with Michael Penix looking a little bit sloppier through the air, throwing interceptions. We saw that big one against Stanford in the closing moments that gave Stanford a chance. The one he threw in the end zone was an incredible play. I think USC can handle that better. So I think we're getting a matchup of a little bit of underrated, overrated that I'm going to buy low on USC right now. And I think Caleb Williams performs on this stage against this type of opponent. I think the crowd will be into it. I'm taking USC to win this one by 4, 48-44.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, Dan, that would be a big one.
Yeah.
That would be a big one. I would go over.
In an I'm still Caleb effing Williams moment.
Yeah, I like that. I like that narrative that you set up. And I'm on the over as well. My general rule, and I'm not going to play the sound. We've already played enough sounds in this episode.
Yeah.
My general rule is if you think a game's a shootout, err on the side of the points. Because for as much as a shootout is about offense and big offensive numbers, these pinball stats that we talk about on the recap show, it's much more about not being able to trust either defense to hold a lead. And that's sort of where I'm at with this game.
Yeah.
USC is absolutely good enough to score with Washington. And to be honest, the fact that this line is not higher is a pretty good indication to me that I should be taking USC as well. So I'm still with you. I don't know if USC wins outright, but I want those points. I want the points.
Those, by the way, big moment potentially for Marshawn Lloyd in USC on the ground to control clock a little against a Washington defense that has struggled somewhat against the run.
45-44 Washington wins. Crazy shootout.
45-44. They're able to keep pulling out close ones.
Yep.
On the road. Okay.
Yep. Give me Washington to win, but we disagree on the victor.
On the winner. Yeah.